All right, now I know the answer. I don't believe you could have heard me before. But since nobody could come in the chat and tell me that they couldn't hear or could hear, I'm waiting to
All right,
see.
now I know the answer.
All right, so I did have my own answer. Let me just put it like this. Let me come over here. I'm gonna have to, there's a part of me, sometimes I just have to become like everybody else. And I don't like to be like everybody else in my world. All right. All right. As I said 3 minutes ago, when I didn't know if you could hear me or not, um, I'm just doing a follow on about a few videos that I saw out here, and they're specifically tray videos. So there's the one I didn't know anything about that took place about 6 or 7 days ago. Then there's the one, then there's two more videos that is one is a "'Tis the season to be messy" or something like that. And then there's a part two of "'Tis the season to be messy." And there was 10 minutes left of whatever he needed to review later. So one, I stand corrected, and I think I already said this. I stand corrected on the issue that he did try to tag me. I was having a conversation earlier today with not Joy, with Karen, and I was saying to her, sometimes we try to prevent people from fucking with us on this free app, and we take the resources that they make available to us for growth mechanisms, and we cut ourselves off from things. So, for instance, if I'm asking people to respect my territory and to at least give me a notification that they want to play my stuff so that I can have the opportunity to weigh in on it afterwards, I can't be upset if they try to meet those demands and I have cut off that channel of how to, I've cut that process off because I'm trying to insulate myself from troll accounts fucking with me. So I'll take note that he did do that. I listened to the videos. I'm not upset by what I heard beyond the scope of the lesbian type issues that people try to put out there. Um, I did take note of the kissing cousins thing to where that attention zone where people might think, oh, when you think of kissing cousins, you think of two cousins in a relationship with each other, of incest relationship, etc., etc. Then to hear that, well, they've been using that terminology for a minute. So I've heard it referenced before, but that's what it's given. Um, I can't begrudge anybody for feeling that way or seeing it from that perspective. However, over here in Motown, I engage in satire. And some things that I do are designed in that same scope. So the kissing cousins thing for me is satire. Nothing more, everything less. I've been very clear from the my arrival onto this platform about my sexuality, and I've already addressed that down the road. Uh, it's been brought to my attention that Psycho over there, she's got something to say. I can't prevent people from, when a person goes live, you open yourself up to other people scrutinizing what you put out here. So I can't be angry if somebody else takes something I said and make content out of it for themselves. That's the way this thing goes down. If you believe you can police people and stop them from doing that, then you're in the wrong environment, because those are things that are out of your control. You know, hold on a second. It's just some things out of your control, and people on here want they can't control things for themselves, but they want to control the impossible things. Those of you who remember the serenity prayer, it says, God grant me the the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. We need to live by that in these type of environments. You've got to know what things you can change. You've got to have the courage to change the things you can, and then you've got to have the wisdom to leave things alone that are beyond your control. It is unfair, and the word is unfair, when someone, not a fair, but unfair, when someone continues to pick on you for no reason, or you can't explain why someone's picking on you. Things now make sense to me that didn't make sense to me in the wee hours of the morning. Maybe it was Monday into Tuesday when I entered Sakina's panel. One, did not know that Vonnie had already been there. Two, did not know that Joy had already been there attacking Vonnie. All I know, on my way to piss, I saw a live stream. As I settled back in to go to sleep, I listened, and I jumped up there to say something about whatever I was speaking on at the moment, unbeknownst to me that I would become a target of somebody else's wrath. And now I have the answer as to why I got attacked on Sakina's platform by Joy. And it was because perhaps she already saw the review of the video that Trey did on his platform of the conversation I had with John Frank and Bonds on my platform. So it would it so this is and Trey used this word, assumption. And I don't like to assume anything, because assuming makes an ass out of you and me. When I say that something, in my view, is an opinion, I'm very clear on why I've drawn that opinion of something. It's based on information I have. I come to conclusions and I express them if I deem them to be appropriate. So, in the scheme of things, when I could just say, "Oh, I've been popping up on Sakina's panel uninterrupted for the past couple of weeks without being assaulted, harassed, or anything by anyone," I would have to say that I believe it's more likely than not it had to do with Trey's response to the video number one. So that would explain, when you look in the timeline of things, why Joy came up there. Um, you guys, this is circular arguments where things just go round and round and round in a continuous loop without having any end point. That's unfortunate, but that's the way this stuff trickles down. I wish it wasn't like that, but that's just the way this YouTube space is. People tend to argue, and the arguments never cease. They just continue. because people want and desire to be in conflict for entertainment for another group of people that just want to be entertained by other people's pain and suffering. I think I used to call it pain and problems. Um, there was a lot said in the videos that Trey made, in the three videos that I heard. Nothing dramatic that I need to really pick apart for myself. I'm good. I'm good. Um, any responses that I have to anything will be, as I stated in the past, to clear up misinformation and try to make the connect. And I think the best way I could do that is really by putting video to video, because and what I mean putting video to video is taking what Trey said or what is said in a subject video, and then find the supporting document, the supporting videos or the previous conversations that align with that, to try to close the circular loop. Because to be quite honest, I'm listening to folks, and yes, Monica is over this shit. I'm over it. So um I'm not designed right now in a I'm not in a headspace where I want to be continuing to argue with people for no reason. Okay? And with all due respect, as I said in my other video, as a woman, I have never been humiliated at the level by somebody that I once was in an intimate relationship with. As I stated in my other video, from a woman's perspective, I don't have to experience somebody putting my ass on the internet to believe that that is wrong. And I'm not trying to continue to make the person that did that act feel as if they owe me an explanation for what they did, or if I am trying to shame them for what happened. I understand that it has no impact on you, Trey, because you believe that doing engaging in that response was to stop the person from fucking with you. And you find it to be appropriate what you did. So nothing anyone is going to say is going to change what you did or make you see it differently. And I'm not here trying to be on that level to try to say to a person, hey, this is wrong. I'm not, no. And that has never even been my point. And because that has not been my point, it has caused somebody that has been the subject of that action to feel like, oh, this person doesn't support me 100% because they're not in my same headspace. So that person being Joy, I'm not in that headspace. That didn't happen to me. But it doesn't mean that I don't feel what is it, empathy for somebody because that has happened to them. That's all I've ever said. I didn't need, and I'm gonna use y'all language, to clout chase on her pain and suffering, that I needed to come out here and keep putting up videos to talk about it like Unspoken Purpose did. I didn't need to do that. Now, I know the things that I know based on perhaps conversations I had or just general knowledge of how the system works. And sometimes when people are in situations, it's hard to explain to them how the system is going to treat something. But on this internet, and this is based on my internet experience with the $10,000 thing and being in the same community with the same audience. All that audience wants to see is there be a result from the police department. And until the police department takes action, there's nothing that anybody thinks anything is going to happen. And I'm going to say this, I know nothing, so I just want to be clear. I know nothing about any actions that Joy may or may not have taken. And that has been my position all along. The only person that was running out here talking about she knew some shit was Unspoken Purpose. It wasn't the Monica account. It wasn't Monica Mo Justice. It was that person. Based on that, I would just have encouraged everybody to go get updates from her. Go find out from her what was going on. Because I didn't know. I wasn't privy to the information that she was conveying to folks out here. And that's just been the position that I've taken all along. Now, you can believe it or not. My truth lies within me. Um, so I think that's that on that level, or at least that on that issue. Uh, there's a lot of things. No, I did not see Joy as harassing people. Trey, I did not see her as harassing you as you have described it in the videos. And one of the reasons why I did not see, understand, or can even appreciate anyone else's position is because I didn't watch you guys video for video. I wasn't following people's channels behind. Y'all got Joy for that. She follows all of you folks around here and watches everything that everybody does. I wasn't doing that. So, no, I don't have all the information. And when I don't have all the information, I try not to speak on things that I do not know. What I do know is that a couple of weeks ago, I watched a video from Vaughn's Reality and I made a commentary about it. The same commentary that everyone else on here is free to do because they have a YouTube channel. I'm not any different than anyone else. And with that commentary, Vaughn's then appeared on my channel and she was on my panel not once, Trey, but twice. And yes, we were speaking on Joy, but not because I invited her on my panel to just talk about and dog out Joy. She came up there when the link was dropped. She came up there and she shared whatever she shared. Go back to the videos and see what she shared. And I gave her my honest opinion on anything that we discussed in the open for a whole world to hear what I had to say. Not no behind the scenes stuff so people could think that or misunderstand what it is. You heard what it was. Then the young lady, I'm calling Bonds the young lady, she went back on her platform and she gave me a thank you video. I think that's what got people upset and all in a frenzy. I'm not building, and this is in no disrespect to anyone, I never want to have offline communications any further with anybody else. So everything I have to say to anybody will be public. Yes, Joy has my number and I have hers. And when I can't take the bullshit anymore, I will call fucking Joy up and I will say what I have to say to Joy and then I will move on. I'll say what I have to say because I'm fucking that many years grown. I'll say what I have to say on my panel if I feel like it, on my platform, on my telephone that I paid a fucking bill for, or whatever. And there's gonna be no unspoken purpose, no fucking comedian over there in Detroit or anybody else to tell me that I can and cannot do it. And it's not because we're popping pussies. It's just because Joy is my motherfucking cousin and she knows this shit. So nobody has to come out here on the internet and get funky with you motherfuckers for entertainment purposes to make and fill up people's coffers so they could feel like, oh shit, we could talk about some shit now. None of that is relevant. Now, it's not my fault that Joy decides to show up and show out. I just want to say hi to my cousin. It's not my fault that that's the game she wants to play. I didn't write that script. I'm unscripted over here. I do believe where you show up and show out, I'm going to show out too. That's why you saw the energy I had that night was just like, what? We doing what now? Any other time, y'all seen me sit there for 8 fucking painstaking hours on a panel listening to Joy, Gears, John Frank, ultimately the other dude. Y'all saw that. That is not easy to do that. I got patience, but I ain't got that much goddamn patience. But I did have those at that moment. I'm not jealous of anybody's relationships that people got out of here. I'm not jealous of anyone. I don't, there's nothing out here that I want from anybody on here. I don't beg anybody for money. I don't want anybody's money. I'm okay. And if I'm not okay, I'll be okay because I got me. I don't need to be up here trying to look for internet love. And I wish wholeheartedly that more people would not be up here trying to look for internet love. The internet don't love you. And that's the truth of the matter. It doesn't love you. And if anybody is feeling incomplete around here, this is not going to make you whole. So all those people, I can't stop people from saying things. Hey, Mimi, I can't stop people from cranking up their lives and viewing something. What I can do is I can take constructive criticism, and I saw a lot of that, or better yet, I heard a lot of constructive criticism between the video streams that I heard. Now, why you got these hearts? Is there some, see what I'm talking about? Now watch. Money Boy Trey, is he in my chat, Mimi? Because you're gonna put MBT and then blue hearts. So that is he in my chat? Well, I'm waiting for an answer from Mimi. Like I said, I listen to people. I got a lot of constructive criticism, and I'm able to work on. Okay, now you see, she said he's in the chat. I cannot see him. So these are the issues I have with YouTube. Like you're gonna have somebody in your chat that you can't see. Shit crazy. I cannot see him at all. Thank you for answering me. I didn't mean to be abrupt with it or being demanding or any of that. It's just a frustration. So that's the situation I had with Miss Tawana. So I can't see you in my chat. Um, I can't see you in the chat. I just know I'm just annoyed by half the stuff I hear around here. I'm just annoyed by it. Yeah, it's just let me see. Can I take this? And I really don't have the time to do all of this either. Copy the link. Let me go to, what do you call that thing? He is here before I type my greeting. Mm. Oh, well, he was here before I typed my greeting. Yeah, I didn't see him at all. Until you just said hello, I didn't see. Well, I still ain't seen him. But anyway, that's not neither here nor there. I'll go back, but that's a fundamental problem here. When people could be in your room that you cannot see. No, I'm not on StreamYards. I'm on Zoom. But there is something he did say in the video. So let me just make sure I clarify something that I said because I used the word algorithm. I have a video from 2020 that was 19 hours long that is still in the YouTube listings. The video is still there. He said he does not have you blocked. Okay. Um, I'm coming to you off of the laptop and not off of my PC, so I don't want to be moving around things over here. But I have to remember where I found Miss Tawana at being blocked to because he's blocked somewhere. Somewhere he's blocked. Let me just look over here. But as I was saying, it's sitting in the YouTube. All right, thank you for coming in under Pettigoat. I can see Pettigoat. But I'll work on that because I have to find it. And yes, oh, let me just be clear. And yes, I'm gonna work on that because everybody else's problem is not my motherfucking problem. And I just want to make that be clear. I don't got no problems with fucking people out here. Not on that level. I wasn't trying to collaborate with folks, but I also wasn't trying to have no fucking beef with people either. That's annoying. And that's crazy because I saw all your comments. I just can't see you in the chat. Thanks for doing that so I don't have to go looking around for stuff. But back to the story at hand with the video. I do have a video that's over there and it's in my YouTube studio. It's there. Is that it's a large video. I believe I had downloaded it a while ago, but I reached out to YouTube to help me get that back online. I'll work on it. If not, I'll record it from there and get the scenes that I want out of it. I just cannot download it from their system. So it's not sitting in StreamYards. It's not sitting anywhere outside of the system. It's sitting right there on YouTube. It's in the YouTube. And I closed it off back then because one, Kelly wanted the video and I didn't want to put the video back out there. But she wanted that particular video for a long time. Everybody wanted that video. Yeah. Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just ugh, I just got something personal that I have to handle. And that's it. And I don't have time to deal with the joy shit while I have something personal to handle. And so I'm seeing this stuff. And when I'm saying the joy shit, is that if Joy had not, because this is just basically Monica was speaking to Vaughn on side of the panel, and yeah, she feeling in her fifis. I'm feeling in my fucking fifis that you was over there with that unspoken purpose, bitch, and she was talking shit about me. Yeah, I'm upset about that bitch, and I'm not gonna marginalize that or make it seem like it ain't. Ooh, I'm upset about that. And I can understand you want to partner with her, you want to be in her room, you want to do all of those things. I'm happy for you. But be a fucking woman on your business and be like, yo, leave my cousin out of this shit. Take this, just leave her out of it. If you can't stand up for that one fucking thing, then don't fuck with me. You think for one fucking minute, Joy, that Karen would sit over there and be mad at me about something and let you P fucking make videos talking shit about me? I have to ask Karen, beg Karen, leave fucking Psycho alone. I don't give a fuck what Psycho says about me. Karen, stay your course. Don't even answer that bitch, even if you hear some shit. She ain't worth that shit. Yo, at some point in time, you got to be able to respect the people around you. Where you care about them and you just be like, oh, okay, I get this. And that's just about it. I don't like it's just it's just it's just the way things are. It's just the way things are. This shit is just crazy to me. I'm just like, I've been pulling my hair out for 3 days trying to figure out why would she just come up to me on a platform and be like, hey, Mo, hey, cousin. Like, that's crazy to me. And just for the record, I have spoken to Joy after this occurred off the line. I have had a conversation with her just so that nobody just doesn't think, oh, there wasn't a conversation because I'm about my business. The shit happened. Yeah, I'm going to ask some fucking questions. But it wasn't one of those where I tell somebody what they need to do or whatever. I just needed some fucking clarity. It's not, well, I'm not going to say she doesn't miss me. I'm not going to say I don't miss her. But this that gay shit people be talking about. There's no gay shit about it. It's just that when you've got to, as a woman, you've got to not let people interfere with your relationship. And that's it. But we all know. We've seen this happen before, seen this play itself out before. Trey said something else. I shared it with Karen today. Um, I shared it with Karen today. Um, Karen was not Joy's cousin. Karen respected my relationship with Joy, so she accepted Joy on face value. When she got to Vegas and all this shit happened afterwards, Karen was just like, I ain't fucking with this shit, bye. And she went her way on the shit. And but people could think whatever they want to think about the kissing cousins statement. As was stated, it's been here forever and a day. Nobody needs to get upset by it. It was not it's not it doesn't have sexual undertones. And that's it. Personally, I just don't feel like going through 20,000 years of bullshit when it's just bullshit. It's just bullshit. Well, people use it that way. And we also know that when some people get upset, they just get upset. They get upset around here because some people worry about what the other people are going to say. You understand what I'm saying? They worry about what everybody else is going to say. When you listen to the videos, you will hear them say, "Oh, well, you're worrying about the public opinion." I don't give a fuck about the public opinion because you know what? The public's opinion don't fucking take care of me. Let's talk about the public's motherfucking opinion. Does the public's motherfucking opinion keep gas in my car so I can hit the road? Does it pay a car note? Insurance? Does the public opinion keep a roof over my motherfucking head, a motherfucking gas bill, light bill, telephone bill, YouTube bill? Does the motherfucking public opinion do any of those things? So here comes somebody playing around with some shit around here. Go fucking somewhere, all right? You always know when you fucked up when you got to come in here saying something three times. Hmm. I have lots of things to say in my opinion of the unspoken account. But I don't have it's not worth saying it when you've got somebody. It's like I speak on cult like environments, but it is like a cult over there. And that's it. But that's somebody else's choices. And that's it. That's somebody else's choices, and I can't control other people's choices. But I listened to some things that I listened to a lot of what was said. I think when you always have the hype man on there, listening to Mad probably had a little bit more weight for me. I think when I hear Mad say fuck, first lady done fell down, like how the fuck you go from being the first lady or something. I mean, at the end of the day, it just be experiences. We all experience things at our own pace. No, the trolling not gonna start with me. Cause it's just the other people. I said something about Psycho, and I'm speaking about the unspoken account. So whoever this is comes in speaking like Karen. So instead of having like a husband, however Karen says it, they're gonna come in here and have a husband. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all spend too much energy trolling, to be quite honest. Spend too much energy trolling. And then for the beefy motherfucker, let me tell you something, beefy. Your dumb ass played your fucking self. Now that I want to just be fucking speaking on New York shit, New York state of mind shit right now. He comes up here a couple of fucking weeks ago and he comes through here and I put his name in the title, told him pull up. He pulled up. That must be that mama gun side of me. He fucking pulled up. So I'm like, hey, what's it? I listen because one of the four agreements. The fifth agreement is being a good listener. Why this nigga, yeah, he comes up, he pulls up. I have a cordial conversation with him and I let him live through the night. I blocked you, Beefy. I blocked you. It's my channel. I blocked you. I don't like fuck niggas around me. Period. If you don't know, now you know. Your fucking ass came up in here playing on my fucking rooftop. What the fuck is wrong with you? I know where you came from. I know what you did last summer. And I was just like, all right, I'm just going to be easy with it. In the words of in the words of Huggy Pacino, the mama was a gangster. If you ain't been here from 2018, you're not going to understand the terminology. But it was there. Then he's going to turn around and come back a couple of days later, jump up on the panel when I wasn't even fucking talking to him. And he's going to say, hey, Mom, somebody, kid, somebody blocked me in your room, but I want to tell you that I rock with you. I roll with you. Well, I got a motherfucking receipt today where you up in some goddamn shadow storyteller train ride niggas shit talking about I'm a fucking phony. Let me go get the goddamn language to the shit. Cause I mean, you can't make this shit up. Fake ass niggas all the fucking time. These real fucking YouTube niggas. So at some point, like you have to be answering fucking 800 different people on here for some shit that don't mean nothing. I probably deleted the bullshit from this morning. When I read it, I was like, who's gonna send me this bullshit right here? This nigga being over there and the guy that got a problem with John Frank and pulling up in John Frank's address and shit over in the summer. Now he mad because John Frank was on my panel. And here go Beefy. Oh, Monica's a troublemaker. I just wanted to quote you, but I'll just give a summary. I'm such a fucking troublemaker. Why your punk ass was over here on my shit saying anything to me? Acting like a pussy. What the fuck wrong with you dudes? Fuck out of here. Where they do that shit at? I wasn't over there checking for you. You was over here. And trust and believe when I get to my computer, you're one of the first videos going up. Because you gotta see fuck niggas doing fuck nigga shit on fuck nigga time. Fuck out of here. Yo, I'm gonna tell y'all this, and I'm gonna tell y'all this with a seriousness. Don't fuck with me. I can't put my fucking hands on none of you motherfuckers because y'all apparitions. You're ghosts. You can't touch nobody on here. You can't put hands on nobody on here. The best thing you can do is get your little fucking fingers together, hit the keyboard, and act crazy. Come up on a live stream, talk a bunch of bullshit. What you gonna do? You gonna roll up on me in New York? You gonna come to Jamaica, Queens, and get me? What you gonna do? You see me talking to John Frank, and you got a fucking problem with that. And you know, I'm saying to myself, he came up here after John Frank. I was already thinking that was funky. I tried to ask him, but he acted like he came off the fucking slow bus, but the real slow bus. The real slow bus where not only do you ride the slow bus, but your mother gets a motherfucking check to take care of you. Yeah, how about that part? Because everybody's always over here talking about, oh, that person was on the slow bus. Yeah. But how about the ones that were on the slow bus and their parents got fucking assistants to take care of them? And then when you became of age, they turned that fucking payment plan over to you yourself. Yeah, some people on that part. I want to be left the fuck alone. I don't know who. I just want to be left the fuck alone. And shout out to the shadow motherfucker, because I know you're running around over there. And the dude from Memphis with no legs is egging you on. EB, leave Monica the fuck alone also. See, I tell a nigga I don't want to fuck with them, right? Then you got EB still texting me, Monica. All I said was, hey, you hang with fucking Hyde, which is JJ. I said, you hang with him. He had a whole fucking fit on my platform because I, Monica Mo Justice, decided to have a conversation with Gears and fucking John Frank on my shit. He's talking about what we doing. I'm doing me, motherfucker. What's wrong with y'all? You hang with him. I said, that's a bad decision, so I'll make a choice for you. You go your way, and I go my way. Then all of a sudden, it's a motherfucking problem. What's wrong with people that when people break up with them, you motherfuckers on this internet don't understand? A breakup means go your way, and I'm gonna go my way. You cannot tell me that you don't understand that. Then you want to come up here and act like I'm the silencer. I'm gonna be silent and this and that. If I could heard what you said, and if you could make a commentary on something, then motherfucker, you doing everything other than being silent. The only thing silent around here is me not answering my phone or texting you back. That's the only silence you heard in this whole equation. And yes, I understand. Let me just speak on this last thing, and it's going to be the John Frank scenario. Yes, John Frank watches people and he comes to his own conclusions. And as I said to him on the panel the other day, I was like, hey, John, okay, thank you. I'm going to have to now go watch that for myself because I might see it just a little bit differently. He like, you know what? You might as well go do that because you know what? You might see that a little bit more. Like I said something and it wasn't right and this and that and stuff like that. Point of information. Point of information for everybody that's in here that made a quorum. First of all, hit the like or fucking take a hike. I got time for people to hit the like button. I need to see my likes just go up just a little bit, something, something, so I can understand where the love is at. I need to feel the love inside my own room. Just hit the like. Thank you very much. So y'all just gonna be resistant with it. At the end of the day, there are folks on here that need to understand something. Hey, Vonnie, go listen to videos that people have out here on your own. It's good to hear people stop, do their commentary on the video and stuff like that, but go listen to videos for yourself because somebody's commentary is always going to be from their perspective of how they see something. You might listen to that video without the commentary and view something totally differently. I encourage everyone to do that. Don't take other people's account of what happened as being the facts, because it's not that they're intentionally misleading you. Because I'm not going to accuse people of doing that intentionally. What I'm going to say is that they are giving you the story from their perspective. Don't you want to have the information from your own perspective? Take the time to just go listen for yourself. Because I listened to some of, well, I listened, but some of Trey's accounts are based on his engagement with Joy. But that's not what I was saying. And when I look at these videos and I try to be fair, right? Because we're going to talk about being fair and balanced. I'm always looking at things from the perspective of the person that's speaking and then myself. Everyone is not going to do that. Everyone's not. People keep saying, "Oh, how could you be so this cousin shit?" The cousin shit is the cousin shit. I got sisters I don't speak to. But let something happen, I'll be right there for my sister. This shit is crazy, but that's blood. So blood is supposed to be thicker than water. Any questions, comments, and concerns out of the chat before I end this? Because I do want to give at least that moment. They spend way too much time trolling, and it's so childish. It's not that they spend way too much time trolling and they're childish. This is what the environment brings. She's just mad she's not a cousin. Mm. Like I said, now that I realize the timeline, it makes more sense to me that she probably heard the video. She probably heard Trey's breakdown of the video, the first video, and when she saw me in public, she came to get me. She came out there to get me, like, "Hey, cuz." And that's it. I mean, like, I'm listening to I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. But I don't know anything about Vonnie, Joy. Like, I don't know anything about any of those type of relationships and what went down and who said what and what have you. I don't know any of that. I don't know anything about it. In all the years that I spoke with her, we've never had a conversation about Vonnie. So I wouldn't even know where that energy came from, and I didn't even know that energy was present until I had went back and saw the video. Went back and saw the video. Um and that's it. I think I just took deference at being like, y'all go learn each other and go learn somebody and so on and so forth. But I just personally I just think it's unfortunate, but I can't blame unspoken purpose for putting herself between the relationship of Monica and Joy. I can only blame Joy and or Monica for allowing that to happen. But as from Monica's perspective, I can't fucking be rocking with Joy knowing that she's over in a platform, and then to add salt to injury, okay? Because people don't know how to talk about these timelines around here. The woman wrenched her up after I dropped the series of videos where I was showing Joy what the woman said. So to hear Joy say to me, and I think this is what was a trigger moment for me, is listening to the video over again and hear her say to me like, "Hey Monica, um it's it's you and her both. Y'all don't like each other. Both of you just don't like each other." And I'm saying to Joy very clearly, Joy, the woman is on her platform saying unequivocally, "I've only spoken to you, Joy. This is unspoken purposes words. Joy, I've only spoken on Monaco one time. And that was to ask you what was the problem with Monica and myself." And then Joy responded to her. She has went back through that several times to say she only asked Joy about me once. So Joy cannot say I had to spoke. I think she was wrenched up just to get under your skin, Mo. No, I think she was wrenched up. Now let's talk about gang banging. Can we do gang gang? Gang gang. Can we do gang? What was the shit that straight job had when everybody was gang gang? When a person has passed the initiation, what do? You wrench them up. Gang gang. I sat over here. Now, now. Look what happened at Sakina's. Sakina gave me a wrench, and I said to Sakina, quick, fast, and in a hurry, please take that away from me. I don't want to have no wrench problems with nobody. Bonnie, you was just in there the other day with a wrench problem. What we holding up? What you looking for? Wait a minute on what? We had this whole wrench problem over there. So I just, that's just about it. But yeah, I don't know why she wrenched her up. But that's the stuff I was talking about that I just didn't want. I just wanted to make sure that my name didn't get caught up in that kind of stuff. And I'm gonna be quite honest with you. I've been hanging over there in Sakina's for a minute, so it was a pattern of behavior. It's been hell um because Psycho didn't get the opportunity yet to she probably didn't peek in the chat when she was making those allegations that you wrenched me up inside the room. She missed the memo that I had asked for my shit not to be taken away. Oh, passing initiation. I'm just saying, if you want to be in a gang, if you want to be inside a thing, that was her way of saying, "Hey, Joy, you're under my and I don't want to say protection as being like there was an agreement for a protection plan, but there's just an agreement to say you're over here with me, you're down with me." And that's why when you listen to Trey say, "Well, she was over there while they was talking about my daughter, and all of y'all was supporting her while she was doing that." And I was saying, I did hear that several times that Joy was over there while that was going down. You know why it didn't register with me? Because I wasn't over there. And it is true every time because it's spiritual warfare. When my spirit sends me in there to listen to some shit, I go listen to it. And there it is. I hear my name. And I just be like, ain't this about a blip? When my spirit say don't listen to something, I don't listen to it. That woman dropped videos. I don't know what those videos are about because I'm uninterested. I do believe in staying prayed up so I could slay up. Yeah, well, it's her platform to do what she chooses to do with it or whatever. Sometimes you have to do things to make people feel welcomed. And that was just the point of doing something to make people feel welcomed. And don't get me wrong, because I don't want the old bitch to think that Joy spent time talking to me negative about her. No, beyond maybe those days in the earlier days when I had the video where UP came on the channel and Joy was anti UP. When JJ took some slugs at her, all of that time, um, she wasn't even really speaking negative on the woman back then either. So yeah, when I would tell her, she is correct. When I would say to her, "Hey, this bitch is talking about me," she'd be like, "Oh, well." But again, it's never. I don't know. Maybe there might have been. So I don't want to say that there never been a time, because maybe there was a time when she was like, "Oh, I didn't hear it yet." But I will tell you, there was more times when she was able to say, she didn't really say nothing negative about you. But in that video where we're talking about ass and stuff, right? And to go back, I encourage you guys to go back and look at the little trolls I made of her, the ones with the little faces. They're short little clips. And I made them into short little clips because I couldn't believe the double-sided talk the woman was talking. So, like, she would say to me, Monica, the ass situation. And I said, wait a minute. The only ass been on this internet has been Joy's. And she gonna say something to me about an ass, knowing that Joy's ass. Like, it's like playing in somebody's face without there being real reason to. But you never know. You never know. Listen, sometimes we collaborate with people who share in our, we got something mutually in common. You did not call this shit a special victims ranch. No, it goes further than that. But I'm not trying to see, this lady's gonna come back and say, "This is what, Monica, I told you, I predicted it." Them people that are in the chat, these are her people not in the chat, in the because I see the view count. These are UP's watchers watching this because they want to see if she was correct. Monica's gonna go after Joy, and she's gonna have people in her room and people on a panel and all this other stuff. And none of those things are true predictions. Anybody can predict that there's going to be a high value, that there's going to be people watching this, people doing this. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to make those kind of predictions. And I have to really be very mindful of things I say, because the other day I said, oh, somebody in your past, in your somebody in your presence, your past, and I meant to say in your future, but I said in your presence, your in your present, your past, and your past again. So when people are reviewing you, they really critique everything that you say wrong, not realizing that there's no scripts over here. There's no, to be quite honest, Vaughn, even Vonnie, these people put this stuff in place at this time to get the attention that they want. They weaponize the platform against people, period. Your commentary is funny. Like that's why I asked you the other day for an update because I missed one of the little shorts between, well, one of the short takes. I think I called them like tips of the day. You understand, to be saying, you like, you telling some bitch boo boo do come outside, whatever, whatever. I don't know what names y'all got for people. I'm not even trying to fuck with your munchie. I'm not even trying to fuck with her because she's hanging out over there with fucking the other, the other one, and I definitely don't want to fuck with the mentor. No, I'm gonna say this. Joy is a force to be reckoned with. She could fucking do all this damage without no help. She don't need a UP. She don't need a Monica. She don't need anybody else. She just needs Joy. She don't need nobody to do anything. She could have handled all of this shit on her own. And it's not that, well, I'm not gonna say she cares. She's not caring about what other people think about her, because she does obviously she does care what other people say. And that has a lot of bearing on it. But again, I think she can handle herself. I think she's quite capable of handling herself. She didn't need anybody to take on these issues for her. She was quite capable of handling them herself. Well, I mean, Vaughn, to be quite honest with you, I'm still trying to figure out how y'all even got to be talking. But like I said in the video, because I'm still just mad at Trey's commentary when he's like, somebody must have told Monica the stuff about Joy's mother. No, no, and no. But again, I'm not expecting a man to understand the kind of banter women go through in their conversation. That victim shit is heavy, heavy, heavy. But I don't really. I just know that Joy. I'm confident Joy can handle herself. I'm confident she can handle herself. I'm confident in that. She doesn't need, but she always feels like, at least when it comes down to me, that I just allow people to jump her. So that lady didn't allow people to jump her. What you have to cash app somebody for doing that? Now I'm being nosy. I don't want to know. Don't even tell me. Please don't answer the question, because that's how I get myself in trouble. Because some shit just don't make sense to me. Again, she'll be fine. She'll be fine. She'll be fine. I don't really know. I didn't really ask any questions about, I really didn't, I didn't ask any questions about anything. I didn't ask any questions about anybody over around here, over around yonder. And that's it. You ever had, and then I'm gonna go. You ever had a conversation? No, let me put it a different way. So strike that. Let me put it a different way. when Monica is over something, right? Oh, I see. Okay, well, that's interesting. Listen, if you know my name, like Trey says, and you go up there and you look on Cash App and you find my name on that Cash App, it ain't me. So you'll be sending money to my government name, but it will not be me because still to this day, 12/11/2025, I have not started no Cash App account, period. So when somebody said to me that Trey doxed me on his live, I was like, why would he dox me? So that's why I had to listen to all three videos for myself in their entirety. And then I realized what the doxing comment was. I'm just like, I can't with these people. I just can't. So again, stuff is open to interpretation. And it's heart wrenching. Miss Coleman, I think you should call me because it might calm me down. I just been so upset. I just been upset for days now because there's so much shit I want to say and I just don't say it. But I don't like people assassinating my fucking character. I don't like people playing with me when I'm not to be fucking played with. And the reason why I'm saying, and I'm not to be, you didn't. But I had to go hear it for myself to hear what you actually said. Y'all don't know. Only those, maybe Coleman might be the only one in this room that knows me from day one about how meticulous I am about facts. It's just like me sitting on the panel, and well, I guess you've been here from the beginning, so you heard what I had to say when I said that I got to block out trolls from bothering you. I turned off the at Monica Mo Justice thing, so I can't get notifications. So I can't just be like, "Oh, motherfuckers using my video," boom, 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 and stuff like that. When I'm asking people to give me notice, and then they give me notice the way that they could give me notice, and then there's a problem. And I appreciate. So I'm speaking to Trey. So I appreciate that you attempted, and I understand what you did, how you did it, and what happened. What I didn't know at the time, but I strongly believe that the reason why Joy um came and spoke to me on that platform may have been due to you reviewing the video. At that time, it was 3 days old and whatever you had to say during that video. So I done listened to that video to see what might have triggered my cousin. I done listened to that video to see, but then when I heard about the doxing thing, I was like, I didn't hear myself being doxed, but let me go back and see it. So then I had to listen to it because I was listening for something more specific. And it just is it is what it is. It just is what it is. It is what it is. I wish everybody the best. I know you, so at the beginning of the video, I said, Monica, I'm trying to tell you. Yes, I heard it. Yeah, yes, I heard it when I got to the video. I heard it and I know what the problem is. Yes, I heard it. And I do appreciate the fact that you respected me enough to attempt to do that. I appreciate that. No, no, it was the Cash App thing. It's the Cash App thing. When you say Everybody knows your government name, so you could do the Cash App thing. That's me again saying I do not have a Cash App, but I had somebody check. There is a Cash App in my name. That is not me. But there is another Monica and my last name who lives out in California. So that could be her Cash App. So if y'all been Cash Apping something, yeah, you say that it's towards the end of video number one, the one that's from the one that's from the evening. But I had, like I said, I had to listen with my good ears to see where I was doxxed, like to see what could be considered doxing me. Because I'm just expecting, it's not like the same thing when Munchie over there doxed me on her platform talking about, oh, I didn't even know that was Monica's name. And stuff. See, people play too much on here. And it doesn't matter, to be honest, it doesn't matter what my name is. My name is Monica Mo Justice on this platform. I didn't give anybody the reason to want to know me further than Monica Mo Justice. Period. Period. So that was just, that was just crazy. I didn't ask, and let me tell you why I'm saying I didn't ask anybody to know me further. I didn't ask anybody on here for no money. I didn't borrow no money from anybody and didn't pay them back. Damn, I always said if I'm on the YouTube, I want to use the YouTube and how the YouTube is set up. That means if the YouTube got this memberships, which I don't even have turned on. Well, if you sharing me out, they're gonna hear me cuss the fuck out of Beefy because it's just people just doing too much. On this shit, it's just people doing too much. It's people being too fucking fake. Like, how do you like imagine being fake like this? And shit doesn't, that's why I keep saying it's a hypothetical reality. This is just a fucking hypothetical, but it's somebody's reality. They done made this shit up. I'm about to go, Miss uh Miss Too Strong. Um, at the end of the day, when I get a chance, I will work on my uploading skills and I will make sure to take on um to 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 just make the compare and contrast for some things and just um correct the things that was from Trey's perspective that is not what my intention was, and just make sure I clear that up. But I don't really got much to say on anything because if you've been here, then you know what's going on. And just to like hear who's a loser. And I said, hey John Frank, why you get into beef with some nigga that was running around taking videos of the fucking subway system? That I need to send that into the MTA and be like, you got a fucking stalker on your subway line. How'd you manage to get yourself into some shit with some dude? Y'all killing me. Talking about he's over there drawing cartoons. No, he's not drawing cartoons. I don't think to be. I'm getting out of here. I'm really getting out of here. I'm just overly annoyed. You get 7 years for hitting a MTA guy. No, but I think I'm gonna take those videos he got over there and send them in. See, one thing about me and two things for certain. Um, I don't know. I think that dude is EB, to be quite honest, because the only channel on here that was trying to promote, and I'm using Karen's word, promote that shit was Eric Brown. But at the end of the day, you know what? Not for nothing. Not for nothing. If I speak to Karen on this, Karen's gonna tell me Karen's gonna tell me it's Psycho. Y'all already know how this is gonna go down. And Psycho's trying to build another channel up. Like y'all don't know how. Like, if you know, you know. Cause the minute I speak to her about this, she's gonna be like, I seen a community. You're in the next cartoon. Yo, this shit is crazy. All because John Frank was on my panel. And you know what's even crazier? Is that everybody that's in this room is going to be over there to watch it, giving him clicks and views and promotions and all the other shit. He might get to 1,000 subscribers, all because he's fucking with Monica. If I want to be conceited, like, other people's channels be like running around talking about, I grow channels. They mention my name. They gonna get up there. And that's it. I don't know what else to say. I'm just annoyed. I'm gonna need y'all. I'm gonna bid y'all good night. Anyway, it's weird. Like, there was 50 something people in the room. I've never responded or acknowledged him. I wasn't even. It's the problem, like when it was brought to my attention. It's the fact that I went under there and then I saw the beefy comment, and I was saying to myself, I didn't even take that beefy nigga seriously. I just was being towards you. But then I say to myself, this is why I need to be on, and I'm gonna use y'all on my mama gun shit all the time, because the minute you like lay down and just be like, I'm going to be on this level, you got somebody that's always going to challenge it. I don't know what it is, but it's just some crazy shit. All I know, my images better not be over there. I better not have no shit of me all fucked up and looking and whatever. But then again, you can't really say nothing to these people because they just do whatever the fuck they want to do on here. But it's because of you, John Frank. I just want you to know that. It's the craziest shit I ever did see. It's just it's the or let me put it a different. It's the craziest shit I never did see. Anyway, this is Mo. I've got to go.